Well, the service learning preceptorship is 8 weeks long, and I come to the clinic about 4 days a week. And I've just learned a lot. I've been able to work with patients, mostly, well, all sorts of patients really, adults, children, and men and women, old, young. It's great, lots of variety, and you get to see so many things.
It's just rewarding in its own way. It's giving back to the community. I mean, we're all med students. We've all done volunteer work in the past to get to this point. And it's a way to not let you forget what you're doing this in the first place, and it is to help people. I think the service project, that's what it's all about. First of all, I got to do the classic physical exams, like listen to heartbeat, heart rhythms, check for lungs, wheezing, and then get to feel for like cysts, lymph nodes, see some lab results like A1C levels, cholesterol, sodium, etc. And then cool stuff, taking out stents, stitches, and things like that.
Yeah, we got to show them a lot of procedures, removing cysts and draining abscesses, which is kind of a core what a family medicine doctor does. Got to look at plenty of x-rays of broken bones and other pathology.
What I mostly do is I go in the rooms with him, and we talk to the patient, and he asks my advice, what do you think it is? I think she's got migraines, and this is what you should do. Sometimes I'll do the interviewing for him, and then I'll come up with a plan, and then he'll nod or say, well, I think we should do this, or I think we should look in his ears or whatever, and then I'll look in his ears. And sometimes I go into the rooms by myself first and just go over his medications and do the exam on him, listen to his heart and lungs. And if he has an issue, like he has an earache, then you go ahead and look in your ear. But you're learning in this preceptorship how to do a focused physical exam. In the first year, you don't learn how to do a focused physical exam. You learn how to do specific exams like a knee exam or whatever. But being able to do a focused physical exam is very important for a doctor, and you learn how to do that in this preceptorship.
You spend a year reading books, and you're like, all right, what is this all about? And it just, when you see patients come in, and it could be one thing, and then 5 minutes later you go see another patient, something totally different, and it's just, you're just right there like, oh, okay, get this down, get them out, and get them well. I mean, that's just what the job is about as a whole. I guess taught me more than anything.
Some of the most useful things that I've learned during my family medicine preceptorship has been being able to figure out how to manage chronic diseases, such as diabetes and back pain issues. Being able to figure out how to determine if the back pain is from like a kidney stone. It can be so many things. Kidney stone, it could be a muscle strain, it could be a bulging disc, it could be a herniated disc. And for the most part, you're able to tell that in the clinic and find out how to do that before the second years or the third years of medical school. Okay, this preceptorship has really prepared me, I believe, for my second year and for the Step 2 clinical skills, because you get to see how the medications are used before you even know about the medications, really, because you learn about the drugs in the second year. But being able to see how these medications are prescribed, to see how these illnesses are managed, has been fantastic.
Okay, so I feel like it's more testing on what I've learned all year long and using that out in the field, and to see exactly how much I've learned and maybe how much I've forgotten too. But it keeps you testing yourself, which I like.
Yeah, even in the short month, I've seen Chris growing as a medical student. When he first showed up and started looking at x-rays, and he's just bones and dead air. by the end of the month, he's able to take out abnormalities on chest x-rays and abnormalities on, for fractures and all that. And he's beginning to put his 2 cents in on what might be wrong with the patient, just listening to all the clues that the patient's given him.